Hello everyone, good morning. Today I'm going to be discussing the course that I took in the last couple months called Business Communications. Alright, so what is business communication? So this course takes a deep overview of how to communicate in the business field. Okay, I ended up taking this course through the company for the last couple months for the spring semester at Front Range Community College. In taking this course, I was hoping to gain some skills or knowledge that I didn't know, or skills and knowledge that I wanted to improve on throughout this course. This course ended up being a 12-week program, and for this presentation, I'm going to kind of break down the ideas that we went over for the last 12 weeks. Alright, so we're going to start by doing the week by week. So first week is kind of just like any course. We did introductions, kind of introduced ourselves to all the classmates in class, and then we also went over what was expected of us every week. So in this course, we were expected to do weekly reading/homework, and we were also expected to do weekly discussions as well. Our teacher broke it down into what were important concepts in every chapter so we could break it down and review it with all of our classmates. We also did a couple different assignments, including a mock interview. We also did a couple different videos that were kind of important throughout the course. Okay? So second week, we jumped right into it. We talked about organizational communication and communication channels, how it goes from, your entry-level employees all the way up to management or the CEO, and how all of the communication goes up and down. Okay? And then in the third week, we talked about globalization and culture and how these affect the diversity throughout the workplace and how all these different things can affect what goes on in the work environment. Alright? And then during week 4, we talked about the communication process, the 3x3 writing process, and the audience. How we can, change our way of communicating based on the audience that we have. Okay? The 3x3 writing process is something we ended up using throughout the whole entire course. It's the step-by-step of what you need to do to accomplish your writing, including like your introduction, your body, your conclusion, and how to get it all to come together to get across to your audience. Okay? Week 5, we talked about brainstorming/brain writing and how this is a crucial step to your 3x3 writing process. And it transitioned into business strategies and the direct and indirect way of writing, okay? Then during week 6, we went over digital media, huge in the business world today, we all use, and what the 5 S's are, okay? So both of these concepts you'll see throughout the rest of the weeks. Digital media is huge, and how to conduct yourself through digital media is how the business world communicates today. So week 7, we did negative news, how you deliver that news, and the 5 R's. So giving negative news can be kind of hard, and I'm really glad we went over this concept because, not everybody can do it right, and it's hard. So I'm really glad we went over that, and it kind of showed me how to step-by-step deliver negative news depending on what it is. Then in week 8, we learned the AIDA strategy and how to deliver and represent yourself and build yourself up, especially in an interview. And then we also went over press releases and how to properly write one and step-by-step of how to, properly write one depending on the situation. Alright, and then in week 9, we did formal and informal reports. Report formats and interviews. The interview process is super important, and if you want to get any job, you got to learn how to do interviews. So this was a great way to transition into that, and especially if I ever want to go to a different field, learning how to conduct yourself during an interview is super important. Then in week 10, we learned how to do executive summaries, tendency, correlation, and decision matrix. These are all kind of portions of your reports and different styles of reports and how to, piece those things together to properly form either a formal or informal report. Okay? Week 11, kind of the same thing. We just transition more deeply into like the letter of transmissional, the grand proposal, and the audience attention and how you can grab that, because some formal and informal reports can be really long and it's kind of hard. So it's really important to go over what the audience needed and what you needed so you can get your point across. Then for the final week, we kind of went over resumes and cover letters. This is the other part of interviews. A lot of people, if your resume isn't what they're looking for, then they kind of just won't, look at you or even get to the next step of an interview. So we had to break it down and show how to properly create an interview, a resume and a cover letter. Okay, so what did I take away from this class? So I learned a lot of different skills, including how to communicate in a business situation, whether it's presenting or writing or in digital media. I also learned a lot about teamwork and how we can better conduct teamwork and solve problems and issues with that. And some concepts that we learned throughout class, like how to do a formal or informal report, makes a huge difference, especially in the business world that we live in today. And so this course brought me from basic skills that I had and ended up being quite not expert, but with some more practice and going on to the real world, this should be a great way to step into that class. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to take that course. Thank you.